Here are 15 tips to improve your mental health. Let's get started. So, first tip is to get consistent sleep. So, a lot of people, myself included sometimes, get inconsistent sleep. Like, one night we'll go to sleep at 10 p.m., then, 12, 2 a.m. Recently, since I've been in like a extreme work season, I've been going to bed at 8 p.m., getting up at pretty much 4 o'clock in the morning, working on, courses and stuff. But the point is to make sure that you're getting like a consistent time, just like consistent, whatever. Same time every night, getting up same time every morning. And I know the routine may sound a little bit bland and boring, but I promise you, if your body, you're taking care of your body by taking care of its circadian rhythm. So your body is like a clock, it's an internal clock, and it was meant to be awake and asleep at the same time pretty much every day. So if you're consistent with this and you go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time roughly, every in the morning, of course some nights you'll have altering, like something will happen and you just can't go to bed, whatever, it happens. But on most nights where you don't have anything going on and don't make any excuse, obviously, you can go to bed on the same time, wake up at the same time, right? And so your body has like a clock that it runs on called the circadian rhythm. And by treating your body with respect and going to bed and waking up at the same time, you'll have like a better well-being because you're taking care of your body's clock. And by taking care of your body, it'll translate to taking care of your mind. And so this is kind of like an indirect improvement for your mental health by getting consistent sleep, because you'll take care of your body's clock, which will in turn take care of your well-being. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to move your body every day. So again, with the same thing of your body telling you what to do, like what it needs. Your body needs movement and exercise. And did you know that walking actually has a direct relation to longevity? So the more you walk, the longer you live. Isn't that so cool? Like literally, you can look it up yourself. The more steps you take per day, the more of the less mortality rate you have for a living. Like you can live a longer time. But again, even if you just move a little bit a day, like do like a little bit like jumping jacks, whatever. If you're not got an injury, you can't go to the gym or whatever. Just moving your body, literally being in motion, makes you happy. And I know it doesn't make sense maybe to you, but if you've ever sat still or just sat and done nothing and your body feels restless, a good word for this is restless. If you've ever felt restless before, you know what I'm talking about, because when you feel restless, you feel like your mental health is just scattered. Your mind is scattered because your body's not moving, and thus your brain is moving in turn for your body. It's moving too fast for you. You're overthinking, which basically means you're just thinking about things that aren't in the present moment, and so you're gonna have negative thoughts. So the reason you're having negative thoughts is because your brain is overthinking, and the reason it's overthinking in this case is because you're not moving your body. So how to fix this? It's so simple. Get up, move your body. The more you move, the less you'll be thinking about anything really, and you'll be happier because you're listening to your body, you're moving it, and you're feeling better. So that's the second tip for mental health. The third tip is to stop task switching. So let's say this one is really targeted more towards people who are doing work and productive stuff. When you task switch, you're sort of training your brain just to be sort of an idiot. Sometimes it's good to have ADHD tendencies when it comes to work. Good. But all the time and not getting any deep work done will just be demotivating to your brain, and it'll just lead to poor mental health. Because you're not able to get done any real work because you just keep switching tasks, which I understand that your brain it can't focus on one thing. And a way to do this, actually to improve this, it kind of all relates like a puzzle piece, is to get consistent sleep, because when you get consistent sleep, your brain will be more focused because you're listening to your body. A common theme for this video is to just listen to your body, honestly. Just listen to your body. But so you're listening to your body, and your body will, help your mind through this, and then you'll get more focus. And so by getting more focus, you'll want to do more real work, and you'll stop task switching. Task switching can be demotivating and leads to poor mental health. So that's tip number 3. Stop task switching. Get more, of a focused brain by getting consistent sleep from number 1. And you can do real work, and that'll make you really happy, because you're getting stuff done, like actual stuff. And this is really for people who are doing like work. Number 4, cut out isolating bad habits. So of course there are many bad habits, like, video games, shows, whatever. But it's specifically the habits that you do alone in your room at night, like whatever. Like watching, like bad content, whatever. Or playing like a video game alone in your room, right? Especially those games where you're just you're fucking just grinding away, like it's like I used to play this game when I played games. I played this game called Hypixel Skyblock on Minecraft, and it was just like a grinding game, and it wasn't even fun. And it was a bad habit. I was just addicted to it, and I was playing it. I wasn't having fun. I was just grinding it. And for what reason? Alone in my room, not even having fun. And this is one of the worst topics you can do to like have poor mental health, because you're cutting out is what you want to do, but having the isolating bad habits where you're alone in your room doing something that's not even fun, but it's addicting. This is just so destructive, but it's so addicting, and I understand like how you can do it. And a way to cut this out is to just literally just replace it with other habits, specifically habits you do with other people. So go out and create like a circle. If you don't have a circle, then just go out to like a gym and cold approach people, or even if you don't want to do that yet, you don't want to talk to people, you can just go to places and develop habits where you're around other people, because humans are social creatures, and if you're not around other people doing stuff, it can lead to poor mental health, because you're isolated, and you're especially with bad habits, it's the worst combo ever. So if you're out and you're doing other habits, maybe productive, at least to start with, around other people, you will at least feel happier because you're not being isolated. So that's number 4. Number 5 is to write your own thoughts down. So writing your thoughts down is so powerful. So we have a lot of thoughts that are throughout the day. Our brain is very active. We have like thousands of thoughts per day. You don't even realize it. Thousands of thoughts. Our brain is so active, and through writing down and slowing down, especially pen and paper. So you want to write down on pen and paper instead of like typing on a computer. And the reason why is because doing this will slow down your brain. Slowing down your brain will allow you to think more and write down better thoughts and really just reflect. So the point and why you want to do this is so you can reflect, right? So reflecting on your thoughts will lead you to developing better thoughts and like realizing why you're having those thoughts. And so don't go into like a philosophy mode where like you're just like thinking like what is the meaning of this? Why is this? That's not the point of this. The point of this is to just get your thoughts down on paper so you could just sort of reflect on them. And this will help you gain clarity. So you don't want to overanalyze it, like you don't want to overanalyze it. So analyze, bad. But you want to gain clarity. That's a good word, clarity. Gaining clarity from this is what you want. That's the ultimate goal of writing your thoughts down on paper. It's because you slow down, you reflect, you have it on paper, and through that you gain clarity through your thoughts. And this in turn will increase your mental health. So that's number 5. Number 6 is spend time with people that make you feel good. So kind of like number 4, the isolating bad habits, right? So you're replacing the bad habits with spending time doing habits with other people, right? And humans are social. So another part of this is to spend time with not just any people, but people that make you feel good and positive. So if you're spending time with people that make you feel good, it sounds simple, but in turn, you will feel better and you will have better mental health. So really, just take time to really think, who in my life makes me feel good? And then replace the isolating bad habits with other habits. It could, hopefully productive, but more importantly, by spending time with these people that make you feel good. So that's number 6. Number 7 is to eat like you respect your brain. So a lot of people do not care about their diet, but diet matters way more than you think. So it actually maybe matters more than sleep. And I know that's crazy because everybody says sleep is really important for your brain and your health, but your diet is actually really important. I know, it's crazy. So eat like you respect your brain. Eat healthy foods. And I know it sounds simple, but if you want good mental health, you need to eat like you want good health in your mind. So eat whole foods, organic. Stop eating this. The basically main part of this is to stop eating ultra processed foods. So if you can't pronounce the ingredients on the back of the label, it's like blah, 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 whatever, hypodrextama, whatever the fuck that is, don't eat it. Don't put that shit in your body, okay? So bye ultra processed foods. We don't like that. Stick to organic foods. Basically go to like an organic food store and get, like chicken, steak, fruits, some carbs, vegetables, rice, whatever it is. Replace your diet, eggs, whatever it is. Replace your diet and cleanse yourself and make sure you're eating healthy, which will in turn lead to a better, stronger, healthier mind because you are what you eat, and that will make you have better mental health. So that's number 7. Number 8, get off the screens way before sleep. So a lot of people are doing this wrong. You're on the screens like right before you go to sleep, and you have like blue light coming into you. Even with a blue light filter, you're just overstimulating yourself, and you're supposed to wind down before sleep. So being on the screens like right before sleep will in turn make your body awake, because remember your body has an internal clock, and by looking at the screens, you're kind of throwing off the clock, which will throw off your consistent sleep, which will in turn lead to poor mental health because you're not taking care of your body, you're not listening to your mind. So how to do this is simple. Get off the screens like at least a few hours before sleep, and that's it. Wind down. You're meant to take like a nice hot shower, read in bed. Reading in bed is so perfect because you're not looking at like blue light screens, and you're not being overstimulated. Your mind is slowing down because you're reading every word, and then it tires it out, and it tires your eyes, and you'll sleep. So read before bed instead of being on your phone or computer. So yeah, that's number 8. Number 9, keep your promises to yourself. So this is actually like a interesting one for mental health. So a lot of you maybe tell people like your goals. You tell people your goals before you actually achieve them. And I understand that goals may seem exciting, but telling people, sometimes it's good to, announce your goals, but in general, when you're telling people about your goals, it sets like a sort of like pressure on yourself. And it sets a false sense of like pressure that makes you feel like you have to achieve, because it's good to have, motivation, but having this pressure of like a time limit when you like tell people about your goals, especially people who like don't make you feel good and they'll doubt you, it'll just give you poor mental health because you're getting negative feedback. And even if you're just getting like general, like even positive feedback, you're going to be like stressed out because of the pressure. And just in general, if you have people who make you feel good, talk to them about your goals and what you're striving for. But just be careful with this one, because it's generally better to just keep it to yourself and work at it. And then when you achieve it, boast about it because you deserve it. But that's number 9. Number 10, competition is good, but it doesn't give you the excuse to have negative thoughts. So competition is actually good. A lot of people may say that it's not good, but it actually is good. It's good to compete because of the whole motivation thing, but just like number 9, it could give you stress if you're competing against people who don't make you feel good. Like competing against people in a healthy way, like sports team or work, and you have like other people who are in the same niche as you, or in school, other people who are like doing the same, having the same grades as you for college, whatever it is. It's good if it's healthy. But sometimes you'll have people who are negative about it, and they'll drive you to stress. And it's important to work hard. And I think if you're watching these kinds of videos, you can work hard and have good competition. But I feel like if you're worried about your mental health, then the people that could cause you stress, who are bad people, could cause you to have poor mental health, which will in turn lead you to having worse work and more stress. So competition is good, but just be careful. So that's number 10. Number 11, do hard things on purpose. I love this one. This is something called discipline. Let's talk about discipline. So the definition of discipline is to do hard things when you don't feel like it. So doing things even when you don't feel like it, it may sound contradicting, right? Like it may sound like that's not fun. But wait a minute. You do this, and then here's like your baseline happiness and like mental health and dopamine. You do discipline, like a cold shower, for example. It sucks. It's hard. It's difficult. You go down. Here's your baseline. You go down in dopamine because you're sad. Like it hurts. You don't like it. But after it's done, you'll feel good and you'll have a new baseline. The baseline now. Here, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I have Canva. So here's your regular baseline. Do the cold shower. You go down here. It's hard, but after the cold shower, you feel good. You're up here. It's your new baseline. It's up from where it was before. So doing hard things on purpose will make you have a better baseline happiness through discipline by doing things even when you don't feel like it, which will in turn give you better mental health. So that's number 11. Number 12, get sunlight early in the day. This one is also relatable to your body being an internal clock. So, the circadian rhythm, listening to your body. Naturally, humans are supposed to get sunlight early in the day because sunlight is supposed to like wake you up. Think about it, like back in the day, like thousands of years ago, before we had, alarm clocks and houses and stuff, whatever. People will go outside, and that's how they knew it was day, because the sun was out. And our bodies are like still, our nervous system is like still the same. It's still the same as it was all that time ago. So getting sunlight early in the day is like the most natural way of like indicating to your brain that it's daytime, and like taking care of it and listening to your body and its nervous system. So get sunlight early in the day. You'll listen to your nervous system. And yeah, so get sunlight early in the day. You'll feel good anyways, because you're supposed to get sunlight. It's natural. Humans are supposed to get sunlight every day. Vitamin D, that's just another thing. But it even just feels good. You'll feel good. Just do it and you'll feel fucking good. So get in the sun every day, especially early in the day, to let your body know it's the internal clock that it's day now, time to wake up. And in turn, you will have better mental health because of your nervous system will be more relaxed, and you'll have, vitamin D, and it's just natural. So that's number 12. Number 13, clean your environment. So clean your room. A scattered room is a scattered mind. A dirty room is a dirty mind. Not dirty like that, but you know what I mean, like a dirty mind. Not clear. So by cleaning your room and having a clean environment, you'll have clarity, which I talked about before. Clarity. Having clarity is like having awareness and having like a sense of like realization, not in like a little like philosophy analyzing mode, like I said before, but rather like being like aware. I talked about awareness in another video, but having like clarity for your mind. So having a clean environment will be directly correlates to having a clean mind, and it's really that simple. So just go around, open your curtains, get sunlight in, make your bed, clean up stuff so you have a nice open space, because an open space is an open mind. You can really just relate your mind to your living space in your room. So in turn, you'll get better mental health from cleaning your room. So that is number 13. Number 14, reduce negative input and increase positive input. So basically, just decrease negative thoughts. So we have negative thoughts and we have positive thoughts. By input, I mean thoughts. I can't spell. Anyways, or I can't write. So reducing the negative input or thoughts, you will in turn generate more positive thoughts naturally. And by doing this, you just do it through practice. So reduce the negative thoughts by just literally just getting rid of them, like telling yourself, I don't want these thoughts. And another way is to manually implant positive thoughts in your brain. So by manually doing it, manually, you will in turn automatically generate more positive thoughts. And of course, less negative thoughts and more positive thoughts equals more positive thinking, which equals, thinking is a way of living. So that equals better mental health. Boom, done. That's number 14. Number 15, focus on improvement and progression. So the thing about improvement and progression is that when you improve at something, you get more success and it feels good, right? It feels like it's a real dopamine, like, discipline. It's hard to improve and you go up, new baseline right here, right? So that's one way that it improves your happiness. But another way is that when you improve stuff and you get a new milestone, it's a new experience. And anything new is like, it's fun. When you were a child, everything was new to you. And think about it, every child to ever exist was generally happy. They had good mental health, and then, we're adults and then we become, real life and stuff, whatever. But when you have improvement and progression, you tap into this feeling of having a sense of new stuff, even if it's like the same routine of like going to the gym. You hit a new set, a new, you hit a new PR, like a new weight, right? Progressive overload. Or you talk to like this new girl or guy, whoever you are. You improve at whatever you're trying to improve at, and it's like a new experience. And by doing that, you'll tap into this like happy child mode, which will in turn give you better mental health. Boom, done. So those are 15 mental health tips to improve. And subscribe for more value. Thank you.